10 equals 0. The second step into solving using the formula is labeling, finding out what the values of A, B, and C are. Now once it's in standard form, it's easy to identify that. So A will be equal to 6 in this case, B will be positive 11, and C will be negative 10. The next step, the third step, is to substitute into the formula. So let's look at that. Now these values, to substitute them into the formula, we should try to work them out as side work. You could plug them into the formula by using brackets, which is fine, but sometimes there's a little problem with the negative sign. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's go over to what I've done as side work. Okay, side work. In the formula we have negative b, that's the first part. Negative b means negative 1 times the value of b. The value of b is 11, positive 11. Unlike signs, that gives us negative 11. The next part is b squared, which means b times b. And b is 11, so it's 11 times 11, 121. And the next part is negative 4ac, which means negative 4 times a times c. Now a, as we looked at before, is 6 and c is negative 10. And so we have negative 4 times a, which is 6, times c, which is negative 10. That will give us positive 240. 6 4 is 24. 24 times 10, 240. Negative 10 negative is positive. And then we're going to substitute those values into the equation, into the formula rather. Okay, so as mentioned, we have negative b, which is 11, negative 11, replace it. B squared, which is 121, replace it. Negative 4ac, the entire negative 4ac, replace it with 240, positive 240. And 2a, which means 2 times the value of a, which in this case is going to be positive 12. And the next step we need to do is to simplify what we have so far. Okay, let's look at that. Alright, so simplifying this portion, we'll leave the negative 11 plus and minus. Simplifying under the square root, we have 361. Now the square root of 361, let's work that out in the calculator. That will give us 19. So we have negative 11 plus minus 19. We cannot do anything with this as yet. Square root first. We cannot divide by 12 until we work out the top part first. And so we have negative 11 plus or minus 19 over 12. The next step is to divide by 12, but we can't because we have two numbers there to solve. So what we need to do is to add and subtract. So we're going to have x equal to, in one case, we're going to find the sum of these two numbers. And in another case, we're going to find a difference, which is the minus, the difference between these two numbers. So the sum of the numerators, which is going to be negative 11 plus 19, the sum of them, that gives us 8. And then we need to find the difference between them. Sorry? Yes. So negative 11 plus 19, that's going to give us 8, because the difference between them is 8. Keep the sign of the positive. And 12. 8 over 12. Now, simplifying this portion, highest common factor there is 4. 4 into 8 goes, that's wrong. X equal, 4 into 8 goes 2 times, and 4 into 12 goes 3 times. Okay, so we find it, the sum of the two numbers on top, which give us 8 over 12. And the final solution for that part is 2 over 3. Now we need to look at the final difference, which is minus under your stand for. The difference between the two numbers, and the difference between negative 11 and 19. So we put either for the first part or for the second. We have a negative 11 minus 19, and so that's going to give us negative 30. And so now, negative 30 divided by 12. Highest common factor that can go into both of these numbers, 6. 6 into 30 goes 5 times. 6 into 12 goes 2 times. And so our solution for that is 5 over 2. Or we can say x equal to 2 into 5 goes 2 times remainder 1 over 2. Negative 2.5. So the two solutions, x equal 2/3 and x equal negative 2.5. Okay, so here's the assignment. Solve using the formula. Negative 5x squared plus 3x equal negative 4. 2x squared minus 3x minus 4 equal 2 minus 4x. 4x squared minus 11x equal 3. And this one I was thinking to use any method, but use factorization. Not the formula, but factorization to solve this one. And then compare answer with number 3. And then the solutions, let's look at those. Not in order. Number 4, negative 1/4 and 3, or 3. Number 2, negative 2 or 1.5. And then number 3, negative 1/4 and 3. And number 1, negative 0.64 and 1.24. Those are the solutions. Check them with your solutions.